Hello and welcome to a brand new video where we're going to go through all three hotels at the All Stars Resort at Walt Disney World. Hello and welcome to a new video. We are currently at Disney's All Star Music. In this video we're going to go through all three of the All Star hotels. We're going to start with music because that's the one I'm actually staying in. These three resorts are very much copy and paste with a few little tiny changes, but we'll walk through all three of them. In fact, down below you can see the chapters, so if you're really bothered about one hotel in particular, you can see that down below. However, you'll only see a room in the actual music bit. Now, all the hotels, like I say, are copy and paste. They all have the same structure. There is one main road. See where the coach is just exiting onto the main road now. It runs all the way down. In fact, there's a 1 mile jogging path which goes from literally the entrance of this complex all the way down. And that's 1 mile. It might be 1 mile there and back, but basically on all three resorts are to the right, and they all operate exactly the same as just in this video. So at the front you can see here we've got the buses. You can see Magic Kingdom, Disney Springs, Animal Kingdom, Blizzard Beach, Epcot. This is one of the only hotels or hotel complexes to have a Blizzard Beach bus. Most of the Blizzard Beach transfers you have to actually go to Animal Kingdom and transfer there because Animal Kingdom is quite close to it. So I'll walk through here and we'll go into All Star Music as a complex. Now you can see here there is a screen. Now you can also use the My Disney Experience app where it'll tell you when the next bus is due, but also since September 2024 Disney have started sharing their information with Google, so you can just Google when the next bus is and it will come up. So you can see the next bus is there. There's also a few more screens down there. If you go to the side entrance, you'll notice when I go to the hotels, it looks very similar. You've got a shop on the left-hand side, open from 7 to 11. Again, this is repeated across all of the hotels in this complex. Full of merchandise, obviously, but as you can probably hear from my voice is a bit worse for wear. There is actually medicine just literally at the back and then to the right. Got medicine there as well. There's just tablets and like lockets or halls, whatever they're called, which has come in handy. So in this building, like I say, it's copy and paste. They're all the same. If you come in via taxi or via bus, you'll probably come in this side, and then you'll get checked in. Now when I came to check in, there was literally no one here. It was lovely and quiet. And you can see there's a music theme. The theme is kind of, what's the term? And stuck on, like 2D. 2D is a good way to describe it. So on the right here, you've actually got bag services, so you can throw your bag off for the day. And yeah, normally around here they use this for taxis. And I thought there's a thing around the corner which says all airport shuttles are actually around the corner where all the other Disney buses are. You can check in on your phone and go straight to your room. You can actually unlock your room with your mobile phone if you checked it in, and obviously if your phone allows you to do that. I did check in. I got all the confirmations that I checked in online, and my room just never became available after 3 p.m. and it's because there was an issue with the credit card, even though nothing told me that. It sounds a bit annoying. I want to just be able to go straight to the room. And also their bags, if you drop the bags off, if you check in earlier then go to the parks, they will put the bags in the room for you. But I didn't get any of that because it didn't work, sadly. Again, you got an arcade. Arcade's in the same place. It's not tiny. Oh, it goes back a bit actually on the right side. But yeah, it's not huge, not tiny. And you got the food court again, always in the same place. Now, two of these look exactly the same, and one of them looks a bit different. I don't know, not really sure why. Here's the menu. Now they do a breakfast menu as well, but from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. this way. And then if you want a full large pizza, it's 2 quick service dining credits. Just be careful of that. They also do the refillable mug, which is included in my dining plan. Now I'm not too knowledgeable about the dining plan, but you can see the ones with the purple icon, they're snack credits. So my dining plan had 14 meal credits. A meal is one of these, basically, and a drink. So you get like a main, a side, and a drink. And a snack credit is just like a cake, or it could just be a side of fries, or if you're on the parks, it's good to be that you want a drink. In here as well, some kids stuff. apple slices. Got some hard-boiled eggs. I can't think of anything more disgusting. Got Singing Spirits, which is a bar. It's semi-outdoors. If you do have your refillable mugs, then you can refill them whenever you want, and you can refill them at any hotel. So if you walk into another hotel, you can get them refilled there. You've got hot chocolate here, which is quite a nice little add-on, because normally you don't get hot chocolate as refillables. Now dining stops at 11, so just bear that in mind if you're coming back late from the park and looking to get something to eat. But the drink station though tends to stay open. So that's the intermission food court. Now, I don't know why, I've not filmed this all week. Today's the day where 100 colleges have checked in for some sort of cheerleading thing. So I'm trying not to get them, because I don't know if they're all part of a school, so I'm trying to not film them as they go around. Now you can see what the hotels look like. Again, they all look very similar. So these are the Calypso units, and they're all in a sort of triangle formation. So you'll have a long stretch, and then the one will go that way backwards. You'll see in a second when I take you over to this map. I'm in the jazz band, this one just here. Now I'm sort of halfway through the resort. It kind of goes on far the other way. So when I want to come out for a drink, it's about a, I don't know, a 3-minute walk. But if you're right on the far side, it could easily be a 10-minute walk. I'll show you here. So actually this is a good depiction here of the 3 resorts you've got. See, I'm in this middle one, and I'm here next to the guitar pool. And you see how it's all that kind of cookie cutter, copy and paste. They're all in these kind of T formations, all the buildings. So going on to the actual music one, the music directory. Like I say, the theme is nice, but it's not insane. Not you know, not Galaxy's Edge. So what we'll do is we'll walk through and I'll show you each and every place. Now you can't, as far as I'm aware, you can't choose where to stay. But I will show you the pools. And the only thing with pools, if people are swimming in them, I can't show you them. But I'll kind of, if I can, find a promo image to put in instead. But if I can show you them, I'll show you them as we walk through. They've got chess. I don't think there's anyone actually in the pool at the minute, so we can go for a little walk through here. Water temperature gate, and you know if you've been watching my videos for a while that I'm a big water temperature connoisseur. It's just about warm enough once you're in, but it's been unnaturally cold in Orlando at the minute, so I don't know if the sun's on it all day, it might heat up a little bit. It's not cold. Like, I've seen plenty of people in it. It's like in Barbados where literally no one was using the pool, you know it's 30 degrees, it's that cold. You've got a pool towel, you don't have to like have cards or anything like that. At least you just grab a towel. And you got a little return there as well. But yeah, it's quite a big pool, and also it's relatively deep as well. It's not one of them where, because they're so insanely child friendly, they're all like 1 foot deep. It's a decent sized pool. We've also got table tennis over here, and there is an entertainment team, and they do always sort of ensure that all the bits and pieces that you need are there. I mean, they've lived a life, haven't they? I'm not sure of the smooth roll on that. It's the lumpiest pool ball I've ever felt. Let's carry on. Now I actually walked past it a second ago, but seen in the building over there, that's laundry. Literally just pay and go laundry. You can get your laundry done if you're here for a while. So we've gone past Calypso with the bongo drums and the maracas. What we'll do is we'll take a left though before we head down that way, because there's a playground down here, so I'll have a quick look at the playground. We'll also walk on this bit. If you can like the video, if you find it helpful, subscribe, always amazing. And thank you very much for doing so if you have done. I have been to plenty of Disney parks over the past week and a half or so, and also did the Run Disney event. So if you think about doing the Run Disney event, then go and take a look at that. Very quiet around here. It's got a Chernobyl feel. I'm joking obviously, but it's just because it is quiet, but the quietness is, I'm saying that as if the quietness is a bad thing. It really isn't. I'd expect like quite a lot of noise and stuff, and weirdly, like it's a hotel, there's so much noise in the parks. I quite like the fact it's quite calm. Yes, you have the music around the pool, but that doesn't bleed anywhere. There's always stairs. When you see these big set pieces, that's where all the stairs are essentially. And there is music. If I walk behind the drum kit, you'll hear a bit of music. These also look really nice at night. but they all do light up. The best one here is the jukebox. So that's, like I said, you can't request where you want to stay. Maybe if you emailed them, they would be responsive to it, but there's no option to choose at least. The only option you do get in the app is to either stay on the ground floor or an upper floor. And there are elevators on every single on every single block. All these signs have gone out. Is this because there's loads of big groups on site now that are staying quiet between 11 PM and 7 AM? Now, I won't spend too long or go deep into most of these units because, like I say, it's very rinse and repeat. But just to give you a flavour of what it's like, it's a nice. There you go, there's the pool. You can see it. You can't tell anyone from that distance. It's the only pool that I've actually been in, and like I say, it's just nice. And then the only thing I would change, if I had the option, these floodlights are like a really brutal white, and the rest of the site is really nicely lit and stuff. And this is like a football pitch, which at night isn't the best. Now down here you can see the jukeboxes. They light up and they colour change at night and they look brilliant. We've also got a grass road, which is a bit weird, with a car park on it. There's also another laundry down here. I think maybe that building over there. And all these paths now are just leading to the backs of these other blocks. As we come down to this sort of western, got banjos and violins, yeah. Looks like there's some sort of picnic area. Rather than a pool or a feature. Yeah, it is a little bit of a picnic area. And actually you've got country western music down here, which makes sense because near mine you've got kind of jazz music, which is hilarious. I actually hate jazz music, but I think the person who was swimming has just left. They also do free life jackets for the younger ones, which is quite good. And yeah, this is a pool. Also, if you need accessibility, if you need like help getting in and out of the pool, they have these. America is probably the best place I've ever seen for these. They are on every pool. It just must be a thing here that they have to do, which I'm sure is in the UK now, but America were way ahead of the curve with that. But yeah, you can see it's shaped like a piano. This has quite deep. So what was that? 4 foot 10 inches. Oh, these are radios. I was trying to work out what they were yesterday. There you go. So this is, oh, it's like Hat and Cane. I get it. Musical, it's musical, isn't it? Stage door, and down here, well, they're doing some work actually. It's all about Broadway. So you've got all the Broadway posters. You've got Aladdin, Lion King, Frozen. You've also got like a little road. That man, that's incredible. I know that's just a man painting. I literally had a clip in of you watching paint dry. I just didn't think they'd do it like that. That feels like the hard way to do it. Anyway, that's sort of it for the resort. Now, I'm not sure you can hear it. Oh, there was a Netflix documentary about cheerleading. And it's brutal. Half of them end up dead. But they're obviously all practicing, so this keeps on happening. It's so busy with them. So that's pretty much the entirety of the music resort, which is behind me. And I'm literally just walking across the car park. And the reason why I'd stay in the music one over either of the other ones, if you're gonna pick one of the three, and the three are normally the exact same price, and I'm pretty sure the room is gonna be exactly the same. The reason to choose the music one is because it's in the center. So if you just miss the bus coming back from a park of movies or sports, you're gonna have to walk about, what, 3/4 of a mile to get to your resort. Whereas if you're in music, you can get all 3 buses and the walk is literally just across a car park, because this now is the movies resort. So you can see here the movies resort, and that's literally the music resort. So they're very close, very walkable. And several times on this trip, when I've just missed the music bus, I've caught the movies bus, or I've caught the sports bus and then just walked across because it's really not far. Now, for some people, I've heard conversations when they've been on the bus, they actually, sometimes it's quicker for them to get the other bus and walk across the car park because they're staying so far. Like, look on this edge right here. They're staying so far this way that actually they can get the bus there and just walk across. It's just a handy little tip that I've used several times during my trip here. Let's go and get to the front of Movies. So now we're here at Movies, and you can see you've got the same sort of turnaround where the coaches drop off or the taxis drop off. Little red carpet as you come in. You go inside. Nice little touch. Again, bag services are here again, right at the front. Exactly the same as the other side. And you can see now what I mean by it's completely repeated. It's slightly changed, but not really. Even so much so, the shop isn't exactly the same place. Oh, that's quite nice. Look at this. I didn't remember seeing this in the other one. It's odd because, like, here, oh, it's on here, 7 a.m. till, again, the shop is exactly the same, literally exactly the same. I imagine if I go to the same point, the medicine will be in the same point. Do you know what I mean? Out of this door, again, you've got the same, you've got the screen again, and you've got all the buses. There's not a single person waiting for a bus at 3 p.m. Okay, as we head back in, and you can see this one is a little bit different. The world premiere food court. We're going to have a little look inside. You can see the arcades in exactly the same place. It's good to also say you can do mobile order at all these. So it's sometimes good to do that from your room and say I'm ready just as you're leaving your room. And therefore it might be ready. Because the mobile order is just a scam. Well, you know, that's unfair actually. A lot of times when I've gone to get a mobile order, they then begin preparing it whilst I arrive there, rather than in preparation for collecting it. This one looks a little bit grander, I think, but the food is exactly the same. Oh, is it exactly the same? Yes, it is exactly the same. This one's set out a little bit nicer, I feel. Maybe it's the lighting in here. I'll give you a quick. There also there's a few people in this one. You can see that like, this is like fruit. So stuff like this. Oh, to be fair, you can see the snack logo, the little pink logo is on there actually. Salads and sandwiches. I imagine these count as a meal. Which, to be fair, I didn't know. I didn't see these in our other one in music. Allergy friendly cookies as well. There you go. And obviously got a seating area. I'll try and find a map of this resort in a second. Yeah, it's just nice lit in here, I think. There you go. And there's the end of it down that side. So your bar is in the same place. I kind of glossed over this one a little bit in the music one, but it's literally exactly the same as you come out to the right. There's a map over here. So we're going to have a look at the map, shall we? And this pool is closed at the moment, so I can film it. It's quite a big pool. Oh, there is a dreadful smell. I imagine they are cleaning something. Oh, God. That stinks. So you can see once again here's the map of everything, and then you're getting more teas. So we'll go for a quick look around all of them. The best one is, which is the one I'm going to go to first, is definitely Woody and Buzz from Toy Story. In case you fussed about the bar, I imagine it's the same menu everywhere. I mean, I'm holding my nose in a minute because it stinks so bad. It must be because of the pool cleaning, to be fair, which I fully appreciate needs to be done. Hi! I fully appreciate needs to be done at some point. So this is another laundry station, which is always next to the pool, weirdly. down here, if I wanted to request anywhere and I was a child, for me it would be the Toy Story area. On the left here, which the other one doesn't have, is the real spot. And the other day, the screen was down, and this shows films in the evening, which is undercover, which is quite nice. You've got the buckets of soldiers on either side, which is nice. You've got some chess and drafts, or checkers, I think you might be called over here. Again, the cardboard cutouts of the rockets and the clouds. I suppose it needs to be a bit cartoony. But I love how you've got RC Racer. RC Racer? Is it called RC Racer? Is it just called RC? I think RC Racer is just the ride, isn't it? Then you've got Woody and Buzz, and it's hard to tell you. Like, these are massive. And it's like you're going into Andy's room. Andy's room, keep out. It is done quite well, actually. It's by far for me the best one that exists. There you go, you got Buzz. I mean, I cannot tell you how big that is. I didn't even know that any of this was here. That's quite a nice idea, just to get rid of the horrible background. And you got Woody on this side. The only reason I know that all these exist is because I've been going for runs around the site. The playground, just near the Toy Story area. I say it's a little bit smaller than the other one, but that might not be true. This looks like, it says it's an interactive water feature. It's closed at the minute due to being refurbished, but just fountains and stuff maybe. On this one we've got toy soldiers. Is it Alice in Wonderland actually? Something just clicked. On the other side you've got the, I don't know, this is the problem. The Wizard's hat's quite nice. I mean, this is what you want to see just before bed, is it? It's terrifying. Again, the side, if you're a child. Yeah, I'm not too sure what that is, or where it's from. Comment down below. It's got a little character photo spot. Didn't see any of them in the music one, to be fair. Might be there, might just not have seen it. Fantasia, or is that a film in itself? That's why I've completely missed it. Fantasia. Now we're into Racing Bugs. Herbie. Again, a nice little photo spot in the middle. I mean, there was a clue. And that's again, these are all stairwells at the end. Again, all the rooms in every block are exactly the same. There's 2 doors, and then there is 2 windows. Oh, look at that. Lewis would be loving a bit of that. Look at this window display. Some effort has gone into it. Now this is a bit different though, because some rooms, like this one doesn't. But so my room doesn't have a door here, but there is 2 windows. I don't know if that's a slightly bigger room. Like these don't have a corner on them. They're just flat to the wall. So in those rooms they'll be a little bit bigger, for example. Yeah, look. And the last sort of big set pieces is 101 Dalmatians. Oh, it's not the last one actually. There's another set down here. The Mighty Ducks. Is this where DuckTales comes from? I don't know. The Duck Pond. The Puck Pond. The Duck Pond. But it's a puck in a net. And this one is kind of set up like a ice hockey pitch with goals on either side. It's all like weirdly forced perspective though. So that goal's really small. This one's really big. We've also got a scoreboard here with the actual time. If you're wondering why on earth are all the pools empty at 3 PM, most people are actually playing in the parks, aren't they? But also, it's been really chilly. Like, I'm in a hoodie now, and I'd say I'm just nice. Not warm, just like nice. It's been really cold this last couple of weeks in Orlando. It's actually been really, really nice. Like, it's never been muggy. The humidity hasn't been there. It's been good. So here is a fantastic example, right? Look, if you're staying here at the Mighty Ducks area where the pool is, you can literally see a star. Now that looks further away on camera, but if you wanted to go and get your bus in the morning from Hollywood Studios, or for the end of the parks, your walk is across this and across. Like, I'll be honest, it's closer. You're closer to All Star Music than I am, and I'm staying at All Star Music. Like, here is all the bus stops, which we saw when I was at All Star Music, and that is the All Star Movies. That's how close things are. It'd be quicker to come here for everything. There's food, your refillable mugs, everything. So the jogging path is advertised as a 1 mile round trip. So that must mean there and back, because it's not a round loop. It's literally just a straight line. If you haven't seen my Run Disney Half Marathon video, go and see it if you've never seen anything like that at Disney. Because I hadn't before I did it. Never watched a vlog, didn't know what to expect. I was actually incredibly unprepared, really. And we're here at All Star Sports. So what we're going to do is we're going to go for another little walk through. We'll go around all the different blocks, see what the themes are, the pools, all that sort of stuff. Let's go. So once again, you've got all the buses in exactly the same order. You've also got a screen and the other screen and the other screen in exactly the same place. Let's go through the entrance. Sport, Goofy, again, same sort of shop. And again, the medicine will be in the exact same place because it's just a repeat. And again, I'm not going to go out there. One's going to be, so you've got luggage on the right hand side, and this is where the coaches drop off and taxis drop off, and then you check in on the left hand side. Again, it's themed up, but it's incredibly cost effective, and this is why it is a value resort, because it's been built that way. Obviously, once they build it once, and that's it. Again, you got the arcade on the right. It's literally like Groundhog Day, isn't it? Oh, this is a bit different. I've never seen these out before, these little queue lines. I wonder why that's, but this is exactly the same layout as the movies one. So why would they, sorry, as the music one that I'm in. The movies one is actually a little bit different. The menu is exactly the same. Well, that's interesting. Oh, Spirit, sorry. So this one is actually almost a carbon copy of the music one, with a bar on the right and the same layout, a small little alcove. So it's really weird how this and music are exactly the same, but the movies one is slightly different. Again, you've got your beverages bar exactly the same as the other two. It all feels very familiar because it's exactly the same. And you've got the seating area, which again, you recall we went out of those doors in the music one before. One of the differences, you have got sports playing. All the sports channels are on, if that's your jam. You've got a bar on the right hand side. Again, exactly the same beverages. They've got a pool. Not going to go too close to the pool, because people are in there. I don't know what it's meant to be themed on that. We should try and find a map. Oh, it says surfs up. So I imagine it's meant to be surfboard themed or something like that. So where are we? We're in Stadium Hall. I see this one is kind of shifted over to the left a little bit. You've got this one big circle in the middle. You've got basketball, tennis, surf. Yeah, it doesn't really have a shape. It's called Surfboard Bay. So what we'll do is we'll walk over this way, do a loop round, and then finish up at the baseball one before going to a room tour. You have to remember today, it's a horrible, gloomy day, do you know what I mean? Like, when you come in and it's sunny and it all looks really bright and vibrant, and it does look bright and vibrant, it's a bit nicer. Guest laundry. Again, this exact same position as in music. Shark's fin for the surf ones. So if you have just skipped to this bit, I would actually recommend going watching the other two as well, just because I see stuff which I haven't repeated each time. So yeah, maybe just go and have a look at all three of them. It is a value resort. It feels like it is. The rooms are relatively small. It's not particularly glamorous. However, you're paying for the access to the parks, as in like, you're so close. And it is a bit of a game changer. Now, I'm not a massive Disney advocate or Disney hotels. I think they cost so much money. Obviously, this is the more affordable one. But I do see like the logic in it, because I can get into the parks very quickly. Every 25 minutes, there is a shuttle. They say every 20 minutes, but it's definitely not every 20 minutes. Every 25 minutes, if you're lucky. Let's go to see Mickey himself. I'm not going to do too much filming down here, because there is literally you can just about see some of the cheerleaders practicing for their routines, I imagine. Here's Mickey. It's the only one sports one with an actual Mickey you can have a photo with. You've got a basketball, all the balls flying, massive whistles with a ball inside the whistle. That's kind of fun. And this one's for tennis, so they're basically just on a tennis lawn in the minute, doing all their practicing. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm gonna go down there with the camera just because they're doing what they're doing. I like this lifeguard tower for the steps. And these are some whoppers of set pieces. So we're going back past the other side of the surf, just a little loop round. So an example actually, like stuff like all the pools are 10 till 10. All the pools have the free life jackets and stuff. So it's that sort of information which I'm not repeating every time for every hotel. So that's why I should watch maybe everything through. Again, this is probably as close as I'm going to go for actual filming for this one as well, because like I say, it's full of different schools and colleges, which I'm not going to go around with the camera. But again, you can see here it's American football. I genuinely don't know where all these people are going. Like, are they all staying here? Remember, it's like 2 or 3 per room. There's just so many people. So down this way, you've also got a playground. Looks like a carbon copy of the first one we saw. I know this cheerleading thing is probably just today or just over maybe this next weekend, which is coming up. But I would say this, if I want to rest during the day and I'm opposite that, as in like my room looked onto that American football pitch, the sheer noise of everyone cheering and also the music, like CD players and stuff, I am 100% confident that you'll be able to hear that in the room and you will not be able to rest properly. So actually, if it was affecting me, which it isn't, I'd have a major issue with that, because at the end of the day, this is a hotel. If you want to do all that sort of stuff, they've literally got the ESPN World of Sports where they can do that to the heart's content and make as much racket as they want. The actual event space, I think, is down there. Can you see the big marquee? I'm pretty sure that's where it is. Got a Coca-Cola themed. Oh, it's a baseball one. Let's go. Oh, it also looks like this is our final pool. I don't know if that's going to come across on camera, but basically it's happening behind here, the cheerleading and all the noise. It's bouncing off these and I can hear it, and it's so loud. I don't know if you're going to hear it on camera very well, but actually I'd go as far to say like that knocks a point off for me actually. And so far I was really happy with the hotel, but the fact that Disney allow it when people in these rooms, in fact I'm going to go and I'm not going to film anyone. I'm not going to film anyone, but you can just so you can hear a sort of noise level. I suppose if everyone's in this hotel, in these blocks, are part of it, I suppose they're signing up to it. Here's the last. This is like a baseball theme. I mean, I cannot tell you how loud that is. I'm going to just assume that everyone's staying in those blocks. This is the thing, right? There's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 rooms there. Let's say they house 2 people each, twin beds. That's 24 people. There's got to be like 300, 400 people on that green. Where are they all staying? I'm going to give Disney the benefit of the doubt there and just say that they are housing all of them together. But there has been noise over at music. So here's the little baseball stand, and you can see the big bongos. Yeah, there are cheerleading teams over on this side as well. It's been fine all week. This obviously is just an event they have. But if I was now staying opposite that racket, and I was at home choosing my one rest day. Oh, I needed to work from. Sometimes I need to actually go back to my laptop and I do some work. I would be livid if that was the racket outside my hotel room. Now in my vlogs, a lot of people want to get the shot when they come into a room and they go around reviewing the room, which is pointless because you haven't stayed in it yet. That's like reviewing a meal before you've eaten it. So I've stayed in it all week, so it won't look very pretty. But I can tell you the good bits and the bad bits, or if something, a lot of the time, there has been no bad bits because it's been a decent room. Housekeeping here is done every other day, which for Disney, I think this was brought in via COVID and it kind of just stayed around. I'm sure like the premium resorts, they do it every day. I'm sure if I really needed them to do it, they would come and do it and they wouldn't have a problem with it. But yeah, every other day they come in. So I'm pretty certain that most of the rooms are the same, but maybe not. Maybe some are bigger because can you see here? You've got door, door, and door. And actually my room is just here. But there's no door here and there is a door on the side. So is this one bigger? That's my question to you. There is 2 grades of room. They do have some more deluxe rooms here, but mine is definitely the cheapest because I just wanted the perks more than anything. I wanted the early entry to the theme parks. I wanted the good connectivity. Oh, also here. Literally just happened to be very close. We've got a vending machine. I think these are on all floors, all in the same place. And an ice machine as well. Now obviously I can't show you how to unlock a door because as soon as you use the app, you can see at the side here what you have to do. Basically just tap your phone onto this bit and then... Okay, so we're now in the room. Now, like I said, this is the room inside All Star Music. However, as you've seen from all the blocks, I'm pretty sure it's rinse and repeat. There are some slightly premium rooms which you can get, but I imagine most people, if you're looking at this resort, you're probably gonna go for a standard room, which is what I did. So, it's not huge. Now, as I said before, I don't take a video as soon as I come in. Well, sometimes I do, but a lot of the time I like to be in the room and then, because then you know about the good bits and the bad bits of the room. Whereas if you just try and review it as soon as you walk in, you have no idea. You do get a decent sized window. Obviously everyone will just, as they walk past, look in. You've got, it's kind of black, it's not blackout. Like if you need total darkness to sleep, there is a bit of a haze which comes in. Got some air conditioning tucked away at the side. This is like one of the most, like, you can hear it clicks on and you'll be warm or cold within like a few minutes. It's very, very good. I think this is to detect if you're in the room or not, so it might not be working when you're in the room, although it is just pointing at the side there. You've got a worrying amount of locks on the door, and you also have a room occupied thing. They do say on Disney like they want to come in once a day just to check the room. I don't know, to make sure you're not, I don't know, setting things on fire. I'm not really too sure why that is because no hotel does that. But they have not been in for 3 days, including housekeeping, because I was in doing work yesterday when it was a housekeeping day. You can see here housekeeping is every other day. Like I said, literally couldn't be clearer on how that is. Again, I'm pretty sure if you ask them for anything, they would sort it for you. You don't get anything. All this water, which I'm kind of leaving, came from a massive crate I got before my run. You do get a fridge, very cold fridge, not just like a horrible, it says cooler. Beverage cooler cools to 41 degrees and above. That is like, it's perfect drinking temperature for all the soft drinks. And then in here, it's just a lot of just storage, basically. There's nothing interesting. Ice bucket, single-use plastics. You've got a plastic wrap on a plastic cup. And then just all the coffee. And then you can do 2 cups at a time, which is pretty good. You've got to fill up this area with water. This stuff is disgusting. If you're from the UK, you're going to be appalled by how that tastes. The tea, the coffee I've stolen, but you get Joffrey's coffee in there as well. Like, and you pour the coffee in there and then away it goes. I don't know, I have no idea how to make coffee. A little desk which I've been using for my laptop. You got lots of sockets, which is good, and lots of USBs, which is good as well. Only USB B, USB A. Can't remember now off the top of my head, but still, absolutely plentiful. Safe. It's probably big enough for my big laptop. To be fair, is it unlocked? Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, you can easily get a laptop in there. That's massive. That's one of the biggest safe things I've ever seen in the room. Then you've got a Bible, which I won't comment on. And then just lots of drawer storage. You've got not cupboards, but you've got an iron. I think an ironing board's in the bathroom, is it? Yeah. Hairdryer and some extra towels as well. Bed-wise, it is extremely comfortable, and I will extra credit. I mean, I like a soft, squidgy pillow. The pillows are very, very good. You've also got this little contraption, which so Disney can listen to you at all times. And this just is literally like an Alexa. It works like an Alexa, to be fair. They even say, like, when you first come into the room that you have to agree to like Amazon knowing or having access to the recordings or something. But you can basically just ask it questions. You can do stuff on it, like find out. I mean, this isn't a great advertisement for it when I've tapped it and it's now doing nothing. I've not used it for any reason. Oh, I turned it off. But yeah, it's literally a fancy alarm clock. Hey Disney, tell me the opening times for Magic Kingdom.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
There you go.
The internet isn't reachable.
Oh. Maybe that's why it's knackered. To be fair, I did just try and connect to the Wi-Fi network and it didn't work. So maybe the internet is down. Which is a shame because up until, I don't know, an hour ago, the internet has been absolutely banging for all my work stuff that I've needed. For all the work stuff that I've needed and also to upload some videos, like it's been the fastest internet, I think, of Wi-Fi that I've ever seen in a hotel. The TV, I haven't really used the TV, but there is a selection of Disney stuff on there. There's like the Disney Channel, and I think when I first came in, like Finding Dory was on. It's a Disney TV, so it's very much all products. When you come in, this will be on. I just noticed these are animated. It's subtle, it's quite nice. But yeah, you can, I don't know what else is on here. Oh, hotel services. Should have a look. There you go, this tells you what's about. So it's basically just a tour guide on there. But there is proper TV as well where you can watch, like they say, the Disney Channel and all that sort of stuff. This is the backboard, again, quite simple. It means, like I said, I'm not a massive Disney person, so not a huge. Doesn't mean anything to me like getting a specific room or anything like that. There's some coat hooks on the far side. In the bathroom, it's a nice big heavy sliding door. And what's quite nice, you turn the main lights off. I just like the little halo light around the mirror. Toiletries. The only negative about the room is in the state of the room is this thing's like, this keeps falling. And housekeeping put it back in, but didn't fix it. Or didn't ask for it to be fixed, but just got a clothesline here to dry swimming stuff and stuff. But yeah, it's all as you'd expect. It's all been pretty clean, pretty nice. Everything sort of works except for that contraption. I haven't used it, like I say. I've got no complaints over the room. So here comes the summary and the review. Now, I've always been a massive advocate of just coming into Disney and trying to stay out of their bubble because once they've got you, they've got you. However, with the package that I got and the dining plan, it has meant that I've not needed to buy anything. The only thing I've bought is Hall's Soothers. Oh, can you hear that? Fridge is quite loud. The only thing I bought is medicine basically from the shop because my throat's been so bad. Other than that, I haven't spent any money in Disney at all. Now I know that's not every people will buy merchandise and stuff, but I haven't spent any money at all. I've had the dining plan, and with the whole package, I think it was $1,200 for this 7-day stretch, 7-night stretch, including the photo pass, which again I don't use because I'm me on my bill, and 14 meals and 7 snack credits. A meal being like a main normally, let's say a burger, fries, and a drink. Snacks can be like sides, just a side, or like a cupcake or a sweet thing as well. This is the most accessible resort. I think this is the cheapest resort. It's cut and copy across all of it, but the access to the buses, which are every 25 minutes, and if they are late, they're normally not late by too often. The fact you can now use Google is insane. Like that is a game changer for when you're coming back. Don't understand why they don't have them in the app and just at the park list all the times for all the next buses, because they must know the times. I don't know why they don't do that. That will obviously be coming soon. The more they keep you on the app rather than going to Google, I'm sure they'll be keen to do that. I probably want to stay here again just because me personally, I'd want to try somewhere new. But I've got no complaints against it at all. Like, the pools are open till late. It's been cold, so I've not used them. But if it was warm, I would have gone out and used them in the evenings. There's not much in entertainment. There is some bits. I've seen like a quiz going on near the pool and stuff, but the hotel is geared towards you won't be here during the day. You're going to be at the parks during the day. Really, it does really feel like that. But you will be. You'll be at the parks because you'll probably have an unlimited ticket including your stay or as part of your package and stuff. So yeah, I've got no real negatives and I'm actually really happy because obviously it's a lot of money. I would, because of how good the buses are and how quick they are, and because the buses, as far as I know, I might be wrong, please correct me down below if I'm wrong. If the buses are still chartered in Disney Springs, that means they'll probably only take you to the transportation ticket centre for Magic Kingdom. And that's an extra 20 minutes, sometimes half an hour to get to actual Magic Kingdom. And if they're chartered, they only come at set times. Sometimes, so when I was at Disney Springs, it was just after COVID, to be fair. I stayed at Disney Springs twice. The first time, the buses were all over the place. The second time, the buses were like 7 or 8 in the morning and 7 or 8 in the evening. It was actually not like repetitive through the day. The buses here are, although not glamorous, which I still stick by, like, you know, it's hard to magicify that. Having such regular and direct access to all the parks is what you're paying for. That's where the value comes in. It's not particularly in the room or in the stay or in the actual hotel, because the theme isn't amazing. It's not a particularly nice place to walk around. It's not nice, but if you compare it to like the premium resorts, you can tell the difference. So yeah, being within the Disney bubble, if you're going full on with it, I would go full in with a dining package and everything else, and therefore I know that's cost more originally, but I'm pretty sure if I worked it out, I would have spent more by having just even if I had a snack and a main each day, probably would have cost me more than having the dining package as a thing. But that's it for this video. If you have found it helpful, please like the video. Please comment down below. You'll probably have more facts than I will, or more little tips for this resort, which will help other people as well. So feel free to comment down below and subscribe. Obviously, if you can subscribe, I've got a whole Disney series. Went to all the parks, did the Run Disney event, did all sorts of stuff. So if you like all that sort of stuff, just search on the channel for anything Disney. And I've been here several times before as well. So but that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you in the next video.